Cattle had another terrific Tuesday while grains continue to pull back. Agnews' Michelle Rook has an update for us in markets now.
Well, grains all in negative territory on Tuesday with cattle back into record highs. John Heinberg is joining us. And John, let's talk about the grain trade first of all. More new contract lows in the corn market. Wow, that 188 print on yield estimates from StoneX seemed to kind of tank the market.
You know, we got one of the best rated crops since 2016. You know, that year we did peak out a little bit over 4% on trendline yield. You take 4% times 181, that gets us up in that 87, 88 area. You know, so we're looking at least that way. Now that's a producer's, or excuse me, that was a commercial survey type report as well as other data. Again, is that going to be probably the final number? Most likely not, but just maybe gives the market some thought that we're going to get a pretty big number on the 12th when we get the USDA report.
So, John, does D's corn go under $4?
I'm targeting that number down to about the 380 window. That would match last year's kind of lows here, which we posted on the 27th of August. Last year, we took September corn down to 360, again, right on that exact same day. So I think you got the momentum at least pointing to that.
What about soybeans? We had a couple of days where we corrected. We kind of stopped out today. Do you think we ran up into some chart resistance, or is that market also trying to build in bigger yields?
You know, we reached out on November beans, tried to get the $10 window. We kind of failed there very quickly today. And obviously, when we were talking about the big corn number, don't forget there was also a 53.6 yield number on soybeans. Plus, on top of that, unlike corn, we are really struggling in new crop sales, worst sales since really over 20 years in terms of this time frame if we're getting new crop sales on the books. And obviously China is still very absent from the soybean market on the export side. So right now this market is going to continue to push prices lower so we can get some of that demand to trigger in.
Is there anything that can slow down the cattle market? Record high cash and futures trade.
You know, we'll see what the cash trade comes together on the countryside today, but boy, we saw some interesting sale barn numbers today. And then on top of that, throw a $4 jump in the retails. And again, no deliveries against August, just reflecting those tight cattle supplies. So it sure feels like the bulls are back in control of this market.
Thanks so much, John Heinberg with Total Farm Marketing. We'll have more Ag Day coming up.
To discuss marketing strategies, call 800-334-9779.
Watch Markets Now with Michelle Rook on the Farm Journal YouTube channel, keeping you updated throughout the day on the markets at the open, midday, and close. Find out what moved the markets today and what to expect the market to do next.